Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie Costello, and what am I going to talk to you about today? There is a sneaky cycle in entrepreneurship that is keeping your business stuck and slowed. So let me know in the comments if you have ever experienced something like this before. This is the pain and pleasure cycle. So if you're experiencing a moment of pain in your business, maybe it's low income month, maybe it's misaligned clients, maybe it's low engagement in your social media, whatever it is, if there's a moment of pain in your business, you are going to want to get rid of that feeling that it triggers for you, right? That's the first very human thing that you're going to want to respond to is, I don't like this feeling. It brings up fear, it brings up lack, it brings up scarcity, it brings up whatever it brings up for you. This person asked for a refund, it triggers my unworthiness. It reminds me of this time in 8th grade when someone blah blah blah. It brings up feelings. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get rid of those feelings. You're going to seek out pleasure. Pleasure in the form of whatever. It could be completely emotionally bypassing it and binging Netflix. It could be buying another course or hiring another coach or like reading another book, or it could be whatever. You're going to seek pleasure to mask the pain. And it's going to feel okay for a minute. And you're going to say, okay, I'm actually fine. And maybe you'll have a couple wins after that. Maybe you'll build a little momentum. But because you didn't actually pay attention to what caused the pain, I don't mean that client who deferred her payment or the low income months or whatever. I mean, like, the piece of you that identifies with someone who has low income months or has clients that default on payments or has people that ask for refunds, the part of you that identifies with someone who doesn't have an easy business, someone who identifies with, I got to work harder to make more, someone who identifies with, I'll never be as successful as those other people. When you don't respond to that, you will continue this pain and pleasure cycle in your business into perpetuity until you learn the lesson, because we will get slapped in the face with the same lesson over and over and over again until you learn what you need to learn from it. So if you've chosen entrepreneurship as your path at this point of your life, your job is to do personal development work. I'm sorry. You can't just be good at the thing that you do. You can't just be an excellent service provider, sell that, and be a successful business owner. That is not how it works. Business ownership is a skill within itself. Entrepreneurship is personal development. Entrepreneurship is very philanthropic. It's the greatest act of service you could ever do. It takes vulnerability, it takes courage, it takes conviction, it takes tenacity, it takes so much. And it is more than the fleeting moment of motivation that you feel when you see someone's cool post on TikTok or you listen to a video for 15 minutes on YouTube. It is more than external motivation coming in and pushing you. It has to come from within. And if you're hitting moments of your business that are less than desirable, that is your opportunity to not immediately respond to the emotional trigger that comes up for you, but to say, why am I someone that's even experiencing this? What lesson do I need to learn here? And I am not the one to tell you that you need to do the shadow work, I need to journal for hours, you need to do 10,000 affirmations a day. I fell prey to the trap of manifestation in the way of, I need to get good at it. I need to learn. I'm trying to manifest. I'm learning how to manifest. I have to affirm the right amount of times during the day, or journal the right way, or hire the right coach in order to be a better manifester, in order to manifest the life of my dreams. And manifestation in itself became a full time job. And the more that I tried to get the results I wanted, the more that I reinforced that I was someone who did not have them, that I was someone who was still learning how to manifest, that what I wanted was there and I am here. And I kept digging myself deeper into this hole. And as my business continued to have low income months, low income quarters, clients who would disappear out of nowhere, instead of looking at, like, why is this happening to me? Who do I think I am that I would allow this to happen? Because everything is us pushed out. So if something negative is happening to me, that's me deciding that I am open and available to this happening to me. So instead of doing the inner work, the personal development work, being like, why is this something that is even available to me? I would go and be like, I need to get better at TikTok, hire the TikTok coach. Guess what? I got 30,000 followers, didn't make a dollar off of it. Okay, well, I need to, sell digital products. Guess what? Hired the digital product coach, made brilliant digital products, didn't sell one of them, because the lesson will continue to slap you in the face until you come back to, who do I believe I am? And what it was for me was always, you are not someone that things come easy for. Things are hard for you. And be grateful for what you already have, because most people don't even have that much. So how dare you want more than what you already have? Right? And it was this pain that I felt was the shame. So the pain that I thought I was experiencing was low income months, crickets when I was selling a product that I put my heart and soul into, all of these symptoms. And I was trying to eliminate the feeling that it brought up for me. And it wasn't for years later that I thought something's going on in my inner world. Like, this isn't, I'm really fucking good at what I do. This isn't a product problem, an audience problem, an algorithm problem. This is a me problem. And the second I got into that was the second that everything turned around and started working in my favor, because I decided and declared what kind of entrepreneurial experience I wanted to have. And I am grateful for every income dip and every failed launch and everything, because it taught me all the lessons I needed to learn. So, what I want for you is to, yes, go through the lessons that you need to go through. But if you can just bring in that level of awareness now, you don't have to drag this on for fucking months and years like I did. People like me are coming into your world to wake you up to what you already know inside of you. I'm not here to teach you something new. I'm not here to tell you I came up with this idea myself. What I'm here to do is remind you that you are the co creator of your reality. And if you don't like what you're seeing, you have full permission to decide it goes differently. But it starts getting better for you when you break that pain pleasure cycle. When you stop listening to the emotions as if that was true, as if that was who you really are. You are bigger than your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are who the fuck you think you are, but you're experiencing your thoughts and your emotions because of who you decided you are. So, all of this to say is, it all starts with awareness. And the moment you have awareness is the moment that you get to decide to have a different thought. When you have a different thought about your business, about your audience, about your algorithm, about your content, about yourself, when you start to have different thoughts and just decide this is how it's going to be for me, that's when your inner world will shift. That's when you start to think like, oh, maybe I am someone who is successful in this industry. And then you start to act, and then you start to show up like someone who is successful in that industry. And then you get results in proportion to how you think. It starts with awareness. The best thing you can do is always reverse engineer. I don't like this experience. This isn't something that I need to feel shamey or guilty or sad or hurry up and make it go away about. What I need to do is figure out, like, shit, if I don't like that, it starts with who the fuck I think I am. Let's go back there. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.